is, what ain't what it's gonna be. You already know what it is. It's your boy D, and it's episode 31, right?
Yep.
I've been losing track of these shits. We've been doing that.
You
yeah, you did. I went and took a piss and came back, and it was I forgot. But anyways, yeah, episode 31 of the platform. We are here. So, like I said before, we've been getting into talking to people in Jersey who are doing a lot of moving and shaking out here in the streets. So I put something on Facebook like. I'm looking for more guests to come on the podcast. I didn't think anybody was going to answer. And then my guy, Stack Federal Dollars, lit my inbox up with like 80 numbers to call. Yours was the second, I think, because I just called them in order, right? And I called you guys, and it was pretty simple. I thought I had to do a lot more like, you know what I mean? Like, what is this? What y'all want me to come do? Like, you know what I mean? People tend to think they're, just out here and they can't do these, the little guys. These little guys around here. So, so we have Jersey Turned Up Entertainment. I said that right?
That's it.
Okay, that's good. All right. So let's go down the line. Who we got? Let the people know who we rocking with today.
Daniel Banks, DJ Fine, one of the CEOs of all the companies, JTUE, We Are Jersey Magazine, and the Jersey Diamondz.
Partner CEO. This is B, Jersey Queen 201.
And of course, Ms. Black, one of the Diamondz. Hi, guys.
Oh, we're going to get into the Diamondz with the Z. Because when I first read it, when y'all sent me the bio, I was like, oh, shit, they jewelers and shit? I didn't really know. And then I put a Z. I was like, oh, they probably got some shiny looking women. So, how y'all doing? How's everything, man?
Great.
Yeah.
It's been working.
Yeah. So, let's jump right into it, right? How did this come about? First of all, how did y'all meet?
Dang, me and Banks.
I feel like y'all should start off.
Yeah.
I usually let Banks tell this story.
Oh yeah, this story is always fun. So me and B been rocking for about 8 to 10 years now, since like high school. We started the entire company when I was 19, she was 18 at the time.
Yeah.
We ain't going to discuss our age now. ain't too far off, but it's there. But yeah, I'm one of the DJs of the company, awesome, and we had other two DJs rocking. One of my boys is in Costa Rica. Shout out DJ Broomer, he's out there, and one of my other DJs, J.R. Medina. We were like, let's start up this entire company. We like throwing parties, hosting stuff, whatever. So we were like just regular JTUE, Jersey Turned Up ENT. And then later on, myself and B, we were in a magazine. And we were like, okay, this is dope. This would be what if we, why don't we make some, our own shit basically? And then we came up with the We Are Jersey magazine. And before we honestly even dropped the issue, we just put the name out there on Facebook, and immediately it was like back to back, like likes and everything. And then from there we built the company, Jersey Diamondz, because we wanted a model company to go along with everything. So okay, that's a short part of it.
All right, so y'all are from Jersey?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What part?
I'm from Southbrook in Bergen County.
Okay.
I'm from Washington Township, Bergen County.
Dang, y'all bougie.
I'm just from all over the place. No, I'm kidding. I'm originally from Ghana, so.
Oh, word? Like the country?
Like the country. I was born there.
Okay.
But originally, when I came here, I lived in Patterson, so I guess you could say I'm from Patterson.
Yeah, right. We just actually got Maya a couple months ago. She just joined our squad, so she's been working.
Yeah. All right, cool. I mean, I've been trying to do this thing where I've been looking for people in Jersey, especially like in the Passaic County area, because a lot of people don't understand like the way I see it. Right, when I started doing stuff like this, because first I started with like radio, right, and I would talk to these different people, like who were doing different things. So I started connecting the dots like, yo, why don't y'all like work together? Like, I didn't even know they did this. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what we want to do here, because I mean, it's very, and it's great what y'all do with the magazine, because that kind of ties, a lot of different things together, because y'all don't just do like artists, right?
Yeah,
well, y'all do like
everything. Yeah, for the most part, you'll see a lot of artists, because there's so many artists and talent in New Jersey, but we feature tattoo artists, painters, other people's portraits and edits. You name ads, clothing lines, you name it, it's in the magazine. It's basically an entertainment as a whole.
Gotcha.
There's no limit.
Gotcha. So before we go any further, who we got in the back? Who we got in watching us? Let's
squad.
Yeah, who's the rest of the squad? I want them to get their shine too.
So you got my photographers and videographers, and another partner group. You got Q. Mm-hmm. And
Q. Okay.
Yeah, Q, and then you also got Daniel.
What does Daniel do?
He's a photographer and a videographer.
Oh, okay.
And also and a graphic design. They're both graphic designers.
They all
okay.
do it.
All right.
A little bit of everything. Then you got one of my new models, Shante, also back there.
Oh, hey. Yeah, we go back. That's what's up. I got videographers too.
Hi guys.
My guys Nick and Will. Focus Flare Productions. That's good. So where did the name Jersey Turned Up come from?
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah, I figured. Right?
I guess I'll do that one, but I guess we were just trying to figure out a name because, well, us being for mostly based in Bergen County and also in a very not diverse neighborhood, we were throwing parties and we just wanted to make sure like they were safe and still lit. There wasn't like drugs. Maybe there's liquor. That's about it. There's nothing extra needed for fun. So we just called it Jersey Turned Up because we were doing parties in different spots. Not only Bergen County, we started expanding. We did eventually start DJing in Patterson. So it was all over Jersey, so might as well.
Got you. So take me from like the initial conversation to where it was like, yo, we should make this a thing and then run with it.
When I first met B in high school,
What high school is that?
she went to Westwood.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I pretty much went to Westwood too at this point. I went to Bergen Tech, but like I was in Westwood like heavy because I had a lot of family out there. But when me and B met, I introduced her to my best friend Jeremy Dean, the DJ. And I was telling her like we're DJs, and then she brought in another one from Costa Rica, and we were like, yo, let's do this. You know, let's come up with the squad. So that's when we started throwing parties. We didn't even have a name yet.
Yeah,
like, we were just
y'all just out here.
Yeah, just out here.
Exactly.
You know, like getting these halls and stuff. You know, starting from like really the bottom of like really like getting halls. You know, underage or just like working it all out. Exactly. But from there. We really, you know, started seeing ourselves moving. We started really having a great following, very loyal fans. We still got a lot of very loyal fans.
Day ones, for real.
A lot of them. And they started following us everywhere we went. We started traveling around Bergen County, DeSay County, Essex County, and then we were like, yo, this is real. Like, we can really keep doing it. Right? We can really keep doing this. And then from there, I mean, we went through a lot of trials and errors. I mean, we threw our first yacht party in 2013.
First what?
Yacht party.
Like on a yacht?
On a yacht, yeah. On a boat.
Yeah.
And we were like,
wait, when do y'all normally throw these? Because, you know.
I've been doing this something probably bi-yearly usually, but like we're gonna start getting into it. We had our last one last year.
Okay.
It was lit. It was good. We had two actually.
So we'll come out and show,
I missed it by a couple of months. It's cool.
Yeah, we had two last year. It was good. It was good.
But
from there we were just kind of, you know, seeing where we wanted to take the company and, you know, just kind of go to a new level. We didn't want to be anyone that was just like the typical entertainment company. We wanted to actually make an impact on the community and, like I said, safe environment. You don't got to worry about no drama, no fights. Like, we got security.
That's a big deal.
We have our own security. You name it. Like everything is there and on point. So. Yeah.
See, that's why I don't go to parties, because I'd be like, who the security?
Security's at the door.
I'll be like, if your shoes stepped on, so y'all have parties, make sure I get a seat. I like to sit down and just watch.
You're one of those VIP people.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Listen, when I came up, I'm from Florida. So initially I grew up like Uncle Luke and Trick Daddy and that stuff. So I spent my days with the shirt off in the club and sweating and stuff. Yeah. I'm done. You know what I mean? My knees, I play basketball, so, you know, the knees go. Hey, we got somebody else.
Hey, Destiny.
Hey, Destiny.
Another diamond in the building.
That's another diamond in the building.
All right, y'all just shining on.
How
How you doing? Welcome.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I can't complain. Yeah, but you know, I mean, it don't need to be VIP. It just need to be a section where I can sit roped off.
Gotcha.
Nah, but yeah, but that's a big thing though, right? When you throw parties, because a lot of people don't know how to throw parties. They think, you know, you just charge somebody at the door, you get a decent DJ. But nah, it's the atmosphere you gotta set. It's an ambiance, it's a feeling, it's a mood. You know what I mean? It's a
top to
thing.
bottom.
Yeah, you gotta really pay attention to the detail, because one thing goes wrong and now you ain't throwing no more parties. Exactly. You know what I mean? So, but that's what's up. So, what is your guys' overall like mission as far as your company goes?
I guess I would say a few things.
Okay,
I don't know what your perspective would be too.
I'm gonna go based off of yours. You got it.
Okay, then I'll say my part being one of the things that we strongly push is like showing love and spreading love amongst like
I like that.
Like regardless of what part of the industry you're in, it doesn't matter if you have a huge following or not. Like everybody's in the same boat. You're trying to get to where you want to be.
Yeah.
So like, that's one thing I try to push to everybody to do, especially on the team, like, because that's like, not everybody gets that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody feels that Jersey's very cliquey and segregated, and it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, it doesn't at all.
I mean, that's enough said right there by itself. But yeah, just showing support, showing love, like, to everybody. I mean, we don't ever just we don't ever put ourselves above anybody. I mean, we've had a lot of success in the industry. We've had a lot of failures, but we've also learned and we growed. Yeah. We got a bigger squad. Like, this is like a quarter of what we got now, you know what I'm saying? So we're blessed, you know what I'm saying, to really say that we have gone through some struggles, but, you know, come out on top. And we also want to just spread that to other people. Like, we work with a lot of upcoming companies and try to give them the strategies that we didn't have growing up. So it's really like giving back. We do a lot of community work. Like, we do a lot of charity work. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, it's really just giving back now that we've been able to kind of get to where we're at now. And we're just growing.
Yeah, that's what's up. I will say this about Jersey. I've been here on and off for about 8-9 years, I think. There's a lot of talent. And like I said before, I don't know whether it's a cliquish thing, because it is like somebody's over here. I'm from this county, or I'm from this city. But, I mean, it should really don't matter, because when you leave Jersey, like, nobody asks what county you're from. Yeah. They only ask what state you're from. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's so much within New Jersey that if a lot more people just work together, and not only just, no, you pay me to do this, but maybe trade resources, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Everybody else could kind of, but can move along at a more rapid pace on a bigger scale. You know what I mean?
It's like a domino effect.
Exactly. I mean, and it's not like you guys haven't had successful acts from Jersey. You know what I mean? We can take it as far as back as Queen Latifah, Naughty by Nature, Shaq, you know what I mean? To all the way to Fetty Wap and so on and so forth. So it's dope that you guys are emphasizing, like, spreading love, because it's a lot of hate unnecessarily. Everybody gets the same 24 hours in a day, right? Yeah. But that's dope. So I really like that. But what's one thing that if I could say that you guys' favorite thing about the company? Oh, she smiled. You go first.
Dang.
Oh, she'll take mine. Go ahead.
We might have around the same thing.
I know my answer is gonna be different, so that's it.
Overall, about the company, honestly, I just like creating with everyone on the team. Because they have their ideas, we have our own ideas, and we just be blending our ideas together, and then, like, the shoot come out like fire.
Pot, right?
We just came from a dope shoot.
Yeah, we just did a dope shoot. Yeah, I mean, honestly, man, I just love meeting people. Like, there's a lot of people in Jersey that we have met for the past 5-6 years, and it's just like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, just meeting the talent, seeing what's out there, it kind of gives you even more of a creative perspective in your own world, and with the potential you have and where you can get to without even, you know, with seeing somebody else doing it. So it's pretty dope definitely the people we get to meet. I love it.
So let's get into that. What are some of the things you've done as far as, because we know you've thrown parties with security. What are some of the other things you guys have gotten into as a company as a whole?
From my perspective, DJing, I've done a lot of breast cancer walks. Okay, I like that. I got family that has dealt with that. MS walks. Yeah. A lot of community work in Essex County. Food banks. I've done a lot of work. Politicians, you name it. Like, at this point, it's just really like, if you need me, just call me. You know what I'm saying? But definitely just community work, man, because that's where it is. Like, you know, people that really need help, we lend a hand out to do all that. I mean, B knows we get calls all the time for hosting different things, and we're like, you know, we're there. Yeah,
that's what's up. You're not getting away from me.
I don't know. We did honestly so much within like the last 4 or 5 years, company wise. We've done fashion shows, regular hosting. Did so much with other clothing brands. All been in and outside the art factory. We did events there too. Honestly, we just did so much in the last 4 or 5 years.
You too.
I mean, well, for me, I just joined the team, so back in September, so it's been fresh. But so far, everything that I've done, it's been like, it's just so widespread and so creative, like they were saying before. And that's one thing I like, coming from a bad, you know, relationship with another manager that didn't go so well with them. Like, I feel like it's so great because, you know, there are other good, Diamonds as well. We work together, but especially when we have our power shoots. I love when we do those because it's like you're working with different designers,
Mhm.
photographers. So there's so much that's brought to the table that you have a lot of variety to work with. You don't have to feel like, oh, I can't work with certain people or this. And then that's the best part, because the more people you're working with, the more artists and, different people you're working and collabing with, it's like, I didn't even know you existed. Hold on, let me follow you. Like,
Exactly.
what's going on? It's like,
dope.
and so far, I'm looking at my followers like, I know so many people and I didn't even know,
Mhm.
and even to this day, even in our own circle, like, I'm still finding out different things that everyone does. And I'm like, I didn't even know we did that. I didn't even know we had that. I didn't and it's great, because I feel like that's great to have in a company that
Mhm.
much, because then you don't have to go looking too much outside. But then it's good because when it does come down to it, like exactly who to go to, what you need. Like I said, we just came from a dope shoot. Like, I'm just like still in all about that. So like that, honestly, for me.
So you've been with these guys since September, you said?
Yeah.
How did you get involved with these guys?
So funny story. The old manager that I had actually was in their magazine. So so fast forward, I was just like, I need a new management. So for me, also doing history and a little bit of work, I think they had a model casting call, and I was like, let me just give it a shot, see what happens. So I sent them my whatever I had, and I think either B hit me back up, or I think both of them did, like at a different times. So I don't know who it was, and I was just like,
come.
Yeah. So I'm like, wait. So then I remember she was like, oh, it's B. Then I was like, wait, then it's B. I'm like, I'm confused. It's two different people. It's the same person. And then when I actually came and met them, it was like, wait. And just from the start,
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, I feel comfortable. I already know that this is going to be great. And just from the feel and everything, I come with a lot of questions. Before I could even get half of them out, they were already answered.
Yeah.
So it was like, where do I sign at? Because I don't even know what else there is to talk about.
Yeah,
It was just, exactly, let's make this happen. I'm ready to work. So that for me, that's how it really came out, was, so I'm glad that old relationship ended the way it did, because I would have never met and linked up with you guys, honestly.
People in your life for different reasons,
I'm saying,
different
thank
seasons,
you, Jesus.
right? So, where did the idea for the diamonds come about? Like, all right, so you're rocking out, right? You're doing your parties, you know what I'm saying? You scratching on the ones and twos, you know what I mean? You got you use Serato?
Serato and Tractor, yeah.
Oh, you use a lot of, okay, all right, you professional. Right, so you're doing all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
What made you guys say, we need some pretty women around us?
Want me to start?
Yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at the time when we were doing all these parties and events before the magazine fully started, we had our close group of friends who would always rock with us to every party, every DJing event, even if it's at colleges, they came with us. So for Banks, when he DJs, sometimes they want hookah girls and bottle girls. And then they had some of those gigs, you might as well model in the magazine at the same time, because it kind of just goes hand in hand. So they were kind of the original ones. Diamondz before it was named the Diamondz. Then we had the first original Diamondz. Then there was 2 lines after that.
Yeah, we've got to do a lot of changes
in
the model world.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, keep growing.
It's all trial and error. Absolutely. Yeah, no, like she said it from the start. For the most part, it was for one-stop shop company catering. At the end of the day, you got everything with all these girls. They're all versatile. They're all open-minded, down to earth. But they're professional, very professional women that we deal with, and the Diamondz, they're great. They're moving. these girls is moving.
You got the melanin dripping all over. I see you out here. How many Diamondz do you guys have now currently?
I believe it's between 7 to 10.
Yeah, it's between 7 and 10, because some of them are partnership, and some of them are second. I want to say second generation, the generation before the new Diamondz came, almost. You know what I mean?
But, so you got the OGs.
You got the
you got core OGs,
and then you got the new. All right, that's how teams work. That's what's up. Just from what you guys are explaining, I didn't know y'all existed until I didn't know the magazine, because I was just saying to myself the other day, before I actually got you guys' number, it'd be dope if New Jersey had a magazine or some shit, everybody in it. Lo and behold, y'all have a whole magazine, right? So talk about the magazine. How did that come about? Now you said somebody featured you guys in the magazine, and you just thought, hey, maybe do this shit ourselves. So take us through that process.
Okay, so when we were in the other magazine, the purpose of that magazine was to push his photography.
Yeah.
Which is pushing out his work, so it's not really a benefit towards somebody else unless they're trying to be like a model in some senses. But we were just like, why don't we just put other people in the magazine? Like, me and him don't care about promoting ourselves. Like, nobody sees my face. Like, Q in the back, he's heard of my brand beforehand, and like, he never seen my face, and probably never seen Banks's face. So like, we were just like, why don't we just push and promote other people in it, and you know, spread love that way across Jersey, and hopefully it'll help unite people to a degree from different parts of Jersey who never heard of each other.
We can go even further back. Me and B were sitting in like B's basement. We were like, and we saw like the other magazine issue drop with us in it, and we were like, yo, because we spoke to the owner, and we were like, oh, maybe we should call it Jersey Turns Up Entertainment Magazine. And then me and B were like, nah, that's just whack, right? Hey, we just, it's a long ass title. And it was like, you know, that's just too much. Like that, you're bouncing off one company to the next. You know. And so then after that, we were like, we want something to still be Jersey, with Jersey in it, you know, and entertainment wise. And so we were like, we are Jersey. We are Jersey Magazine. And we were like, okay, that's dope. So then we kind of flew with it after that, and we just loved the response we got back from it. We really didn't know like the impact we were going to be able to make in the industry by providing this foundation for artists and just entertainment overall, to just really give them a place to just call home and be like, if I'm in here, I know it represents and it means something. Yeah. And we love to hear that feedback all the time. Like, it's great.
Yeah, that's what's up. I mean, I get it, because, you know, this started with I had an iPhone 6. I did my first 4 podcasts with iPhone 6 and learn how to edit and all that stuff. Then like, I met this idiot. I met these gentlemen, you know, my right hand over there, Liz. And then we just kind of put this thing together. So I get it, you know what I mean? Coming from like next to nothing, and it just making it something. And you get to the point where you don't like really stop and like say, oh, we did some shit, until somebody says like, well, I remember when you was in the basement and your socks was dirty, all that shit. Right? So well, that's big. So do you guys do anything with me? I know you said you had a couple of artists that you would do a lot for. Yeah. You guys, is that the only thing you do? Because it's different when you have artists and you have a whole like machine to put behind them. Because you guys have a legit machine. They want a music video. You have girls. You have videographers. You have graphic designers. DJ, they can spin the records. Magazine, you get them promo, all kind of stuff, right? So why don't you guys do more music? I'm just curious.
More music in what sense?
Well, I spoke to B. She said she had two people she worked with music, but it wasn't like she wasn't like there with it.
I would word it different though. Like there's these artists that I'm very close with, but I don't consider it like I would manage them, because like they're my homies and I'll just look out for them. You know what I mean? So it's like kind of different. I'm not looking for paper.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, we do have people that we kind of have adapted to. They've shown love with us, and we've kind of grown as a family. Yeah. And these artists have, you know, we've seen them from the beginning to where they got now. And like when we really believe in you, we see where you can go. We push you. You know, but as far as managing, that's a lot. You know, that's a whole different world than a magazine, entertainment company, and modeling diamonds. You know, so we was like, almost like staying in your lane. You know, where you see fit in the entertainment field.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I know. Trust me. I've had people come to me to manage them, and you get in there, and I try to give them my expertise on, because I have family who's been in the music industry for like generations, like I think like 2 generations. So they give me game, and I try to give me, and it's crazy when, I'm gonna do it this way. Listen, your shit's not working. Right? You got to tell people, you know. But I get it. It is a lot. So, well, how do you take being a DJ and people like coming to you like, yo, play my song, man? You just play it, because as a DJ, that's a big thing, man. You know what I mean?
I mean, for the most part, my first couple of years in the DJ industry, I was in the clubs, I was spinning, but right now I'm doing a lot of private events. Okay. I mean, I still do go to clubs, you know, when there's a call for it, you know, and I'll spin people's tracks. You know, it's not even always about the payment; it's about the quality of the song. Like, you know, it's my set at the end of the day.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, I'll tell artists, I say, listen, you know, I'm gonna listen to your stuff, and they'll DM me their stuff, and I'll be like, if it's hot, I'm gonna spin it. If it's not, I'm gonna be like, do a little more work, and then we'll talk later.
Trash.
But like, you gotta keep it real with people these
Yeah.
days, because you don't want people to just be putting out anything that's not their best work.
Yeah.
But with me right now, I'm really just a lot of private events, weddings, Sweet 16s, you name it. It's a lot of.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to get as a media company. Weddings. I have a lot of friends now who are getting married.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
And I went to college with. Yeah, right. So everybody's getting married. So I'm trying to get us ready when that summer comes. Somebody close to getting married.
Nah.
So I mean, I get it. So I do. I tell people this shit trash. if your shit is garbage, I'd rather you be mad at me for like a week for me telling your shit is garbage than me like okaying your shit.
That's right.
And then you take it to somebody else.
Like, yo, listen to this. Shit trash.
No, it's for real. Like right?
Yeah.
Nah, like, cause I used to make music, so I know what it takes. You know what I mean? I kind of got away from it to focus more on this. But remember that stuff they was listening, right? It's pretty. I'm halfway decent, so.
Nah, your shit trash.
It's probably, but I would want somebody. I would want somebody to tell me. I would want them to tell me. Like I used to coach them, right? I used to coach them, and they listen to it. And the kids find all this stuff on the internet, because all over the internet, and they come in like, "Yo, I didn't know you had a mixtape." I was like, I try to lie, like I don't, because you try to keep it separate. You know what I mean? It's like, no, this not you, and I'm like, well, whatever. But I would want somebody to tell me if my shit was trash, because if you tell me yeah, and I take my shit to Funk Flex, and he just dogs me on Hot 97, I'm gonna come back to you like, yo, why you ain't telling me this shit was garbage? You know what I mean?
Like, I ain't Funk Flex though.
Yeah. So I mean, I tell people. So if anybody ever invites me to the studio, and I get calls all the time like, yo, check this out. I just let me know what you hear, because I do what's called a Song of the Soul after every platform episode, where I take a song, typically with a music video, and I play it at the end of the podcast, and I also put it at the end of the visual we do, right? So that they get kind of a look both ways. And it's not like some like mainstream artist. It's like a local guy, trying to do his thing, or her thing. So a lot of times people will send me music. I'm like, this ain't it. I'm not putting this shit on, because you know what I mean. Or send me another one. Maybe you got some. Maybe it's just a bad track. Because you got to tell people these things. You know what I mean? Do you guys, as a company, do that to each other? Like yo, that's not good. We need to.
Oh, you mean like you talking about like pictures?
Everything.
You mean pictures? And I mean, yes.
Or even just for feedback.
Yeah. Everything. Yeah.
He back there like, yeah.
Y'all hear it like out here.
You hear it a lot, man.
Yeah, now we give critique, critical, like real major critical critique to every quality thing that we do, because it's you're putting your brand out there at the end of the day, and it's your name, your label, and it's also people representing themselves. You want to be, want to be your best work, your best quality of work, and you don't want anybody to see no trash.
Exactly, and they get on me all the time, and they say I'm on my Diddy shit, but I tell them all the time, like, no, shit was garbage. We're gonna do this over, or do it the right way. Or we're going to do it here because these mics sound better, or this area is, and they like, well, we got to do all this, man. You only get Diddy shit. What the fuck ever. All right? Because when it come out and it sound nice and it's crispy and everybody's like, yo, that shit's tight. Let's do it again. You know what I mean? Now everybody's like, oh, okay, I see what you mean. But that's good, though. I think you need that in a company. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I give these guys free reign, too. If, like, I'm off my shit, you know what I mean? Iron sharpens iron. So tell me my shit is trash. You know what I mean? So... that's good. Who's the worst with it, though? Because I'm an asshole. I don't have any... I don't really have a filter when it comes to that shit.
I'm the mean one.
For real? So you like the Dame Dash of the group?
Oh.
Because you gotta... I think you gotta have somebody like that.
Dang. Oh, my
That's just a
God.
straight up asshole.
Yeah, you gotta have somebody like that.
He's not like that.
I'm not that.
No.
I mean...
she not that bad, but like she'll tell you like... With B, it's more so like timeliness. Like if your stuff is not in at a certain time, or like you taking too long, it's more time critique than it is like anything else. And then also the quality. If your shit look whack, she'll tell you, nah, we ain't posting that. Like we just
you about to have us looking crazy.
Yeah, but like it's more so from like a time management standpoint. So I give her that. Like that's fine. She get on me about that too. It is okay because if it's gonna better me and better the team, let's bring it out.
I hear it. All,
You know what I'm saying?
I hear it all the time too. My grandma is worse. My grandma's real bad. Like, I don't know, baby. You need to
It's not like my grandma.
figure that. My grandma don't curse. You need to figure that stuff out. All right, whatever. I take it back, but I get it. So, all right. So, you guys are working, right? What are some things you guys do besides work? Like me, my thing is like cars. I like real cars. Not. Well, what are some of the interests you guys have? Are you laughing? Because I know people who do it.
Like,
She's like,
cars.
with model
Yeah,
cars?
you'd be surprised. People play with and it's not nothing, no knock against them. I just want to make the
yeah.
correlations a little different. I'm from the
Like
south,
real
so
engines.
yeah,
okay.
I like older cars. I'm fascinated with, like older cars. So, what are some of the things that you guys are into besides when you're not working 24 hours a day?
Dang. Good question. I work 24 hours a day.
Yeah,
so.
I know.
I mean, for me, I'm a little artsy,
Mhm.
so I'm all over the place. Like I do everything because sometimes I just sketch, and like you guys probably don't know that. That's like a hidden
what?
talent. Yeah. I sketch
see,
like
they see.
clothing
Look,
and
She
stuff.
was,
we breaking out talents.
She was waiting to come here to say that.
Right? I've been trying to tell y'all for the magazine.
Nice.
You listening in the back, so you probably gonna be like, Maya, we gotta talk. Wait.
Not even. Dancing is also something because I was a cheerleader
What
for
kind
a
of
long
dance?
time.
You twerking stuff?
If it come down to it. No, I actually like to do a lot of choreographed dance and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just in artsy in that lane. So
That's
yeah,
good.
I'm
I
all
went
over
to
the
school
place.
for performance arts.
Oh,
Yeah,
No,
you talking about being professional here.
See, no.
Always stuck in my head.
I went to school to pick your brain. I went to school and got a degree in psych, so that's
Okay.
a whole 360.
All right. What about you?
Dang, I guess I like video games.
All right, let's talk about it.
Right?
We all shy. I play video games too. I'm not that good.
She was trying to come back from what she said, so she's trying to.
You know, like
Yeah.
That's all I could think of because I
So what
mean,
video games you play?
Saints Row,
I play that. I think Saints Row 2.
2, 3, 4, all of them
They got
good.
4. I might see about it.
4 is lit.
See, let me tell you what. All right, so I was never a video game guy until like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas came out,
Mhm.
right? PlayStation 2. I think it was 2004. Showing my age right now.
Damn, Sean, mine too.
Right? Well, I'm 28, so it is what it is. And then when I got up here, it snows. You know what I mean? You need shit to do during the snow.
Yeah.
So I got a PS4 and now I got games. But the thing is, the games that I'm good at, like in real life, I suck at. Like I play basketball, so I can't play 2K to save my life. Everybody smacks me, and it's kind of like heartbreaking. And the only thing you can really say is like, well, let's take it outside then. You know what I mean? Let's take it to a real court. So, and then like I'm in the Army Reserve, so shooting and blowing up shit I'm good at. I'm not the best like Call of Duty guy. You know what I mean? I get smacked in that. Little white boys be calling me all kind of words and stuff. You know, I'm gonna get off this right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling away. You know what I mean? A
Thank you for
trumpet.
your service.
Yeah, right. I appreciate it. So, what about you? What?
My career, like mine, is also like a 360. I'm actually a social worker.
Okay.
So I work for a substance abuse agency in Jersey City, and I went to school for social work. So it's
All
like
right.
other than that, like I said, DJ, make mixes for like DJing a lot of mixtapes. I do like DJ mixtapes, play video games also, cars.
You do.
stuff like that.
So were you the guy who like had the LimeWire set up to his laptop?
Yeah. LimeWire, Frostwire, Bear Share, you name it. We was
Fuck
in
my
there.
laptop.
Say
My laptop complete AIDS.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, the mixtapes was lit. You
It
make
sure
me a
was.
list.
Exactly.
I go home the next day, $5. Damn.
Exactly.
Middle school, high school was lit. I
I
got
was
you.
out here
Absolutely.
hustling.
I feel you. So is that what made you want to be a DJ though? Like,
I love music. I grew up 60s, 70s baby. Like all I heard in the car when I was growing up was just old school music.
Yeah.
It was no like I honestly didn't start DJing hip hop until like maybe my 4th, 5th year in my career of DJing
Okay.
because I was playing nothing but house music in old
yeah.
school.
My aunt who lives here, loves house music.
Yeah,
Like, oh, that's her shit.
that's exactly how I learned. It was like house music, how to
Yeah.
mix and everything. Then I was like, okay, hip hop, and then old school.
Yeah.
I kind of went backwards.
Yeah.
So pretty
I got
much
you.
just a love of music, man.
Yeah. That's like when I got into radio, like my shit is like I can't like do that shit, scratching shit, but I know how to put a fucking playlist together to keep the party moving. Yeah. I'm a plug and play motherfucker. Like, I'll tell you straight up.
Plug and play.
Yeah.
That was me in college.
That's me too. Before I even got a set, it was plug and play.
At the radio station, like, people was like, yo, you really got good taste in music. Because, like, my mom was into the 90s. My grandmother was, like, into the 60s and 70s. The Isley Brothers was, like, the go-to for me. You know what I mean? Al Green and all that shit.
Green,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Marvin Gaye is my favorite artist of all time. Well, Michael Jackson, 1A and 1B. But, you know what I mean? So I get it. Yeah. Get to the radio station, start playing all this music. You know what I mean? Old ladies calling me like, "Oh, we got my panties off." You know what I mean? It's crazy. You know what I mean? It's a little off.
He's knocking them cobwebs.
No. So I tell them, play this for Herbert. You know what I mean? We're good to go. So I get you. Like, but that's what's up. I like DJs. Because it's like when you rap or when you sing, it's like your voice is like the most powerful instrument. Like, that's how they tune instruments to the voice, right? But when it comes to DJing, it's like you don't have to say anything. The way your set goes, it can change like a whole person's like mood. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I've been to parties where everybody's on the wall doing that phone shit, scrolling and shit. The right DJ come on, everybody phone is away and they dancing. You know what I'm saying? And then I've been to parties where they playing this bullshit. Yeah. And it clears the floor. So I've never seen I think being a DJ is one of the most powerful entities in like entertainment, period. Definitely. For the simple fact that you can like maneuver a crowd with just the timing of music. Music, yeah. You know what I mean? Because you feel it if you don't. That's like, I look at these, I've seen like, ooh, he suck. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah, right.
It's not an easy job. I mean, at the end of the day, you can't be crowd shy. You gotta be good to microphone. Like, you gotta know what to say. You can't say nothing dumb. You gotta be ready to like for anything requests. Yeah. Like, I've heard it all, seen it all. I mean, I've had times in my early career where people clear the dance, so I played something crazy like, oh my bad, oh my bad.
Oh y'all want to listen to
that? It's like, I like that. Oh y'all don't like that. All right, let me change this song.
And that's something else too, right?
I like that.
In radio, like, that's something too, right? And doing radio, you gotta like know that what you want to hear is not what everybody wants. So you got to be able to play what everybody wants to hear. And when you get feedback like, oh, that shit is jamming, you know what I mean? Now you're like, all right, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, that's the main thing. My main thing was always to make sure that I handed my business card out to at least one person. Yeah. Like, wherever I went. So I knew. And feedback is always great. I had B&M call me. They'd be like, yeah, that shit was fire. Nah, that shit was, I don't know. Like, you had it. You almost didn't keep them out there. A good thing you did that switch. Yeah, but I take critique from everybody, at the end of the day when it comes to DJing, absolutely. So what's your go-to song? You got a go-to song that you know. Like, you say you come in like, how some people do like a DJ set, right? They have multiple DJs. So let's say the last DJ came, right? And he cleared the floor out. Yeah. It wasn't that good. You come. Yeah. What's your go-to song?
Honestly, one of them is either This Is How We Do It or Poison.
All right, okay. 90s shit.
90s shit. Like, you could really go somewhere with the 90s. If you go old school, Before I Let Go, and if you want new school, you gotta play some Cardi B. Like, you gotta hit like something along those lines.
If I hear some shit about Bloody Shoes one more fucking time.
Everybody get up. Get up there.
I love Cardi B. I love the grind and where she came from. But ain't nobody out here. Everybody don't got Bloody Shoes. Everybody
out. The bottoms.
And they gonna stuff. I mean, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, fake it till you make it. But damn, all right, good song, but shit.
Yeah, or you can hit the shuffles. You got to keep the shuffle, cha slide.
You know what song? Really works? The wobble. No matter where you are. What song? Well, wobble is wild. Yeah. That was my introduction to New Jersey club music. Point to the left and shit. Yeah, that shit.
I'll ride that wave.
Yeah. I actually met that dude.
Oh, Frosty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met him too.
Yeah, good dude.
DJ Frosty.
Yeah, first thing I saw, like, oh, you the point to the left dude, right? He was like, yeah, that's me. I make other music too.
That's what he would say.
But yeah, that was kind of like that was pretty dope. But a go-to for me at any setting is Frankie Beverly and Maze, Before I Let Go.
Yeah, Before I Let Go, yeah.
You get everybody singing that long note that everybody can't sing.
Exactly.
That shit is
sometimes I turn it off so I can hear everybody sing.
Yeah. That's a DJ thing, right? I got you.
Cut this volume, turn it back up so you can hear everybody scream.
I got you.
For no reason.
So, B, are you ever at like the forefront of these things? Like, Banks, he DJs, so he has to be out there kind of.
Oh, yeah. Been with him at a few weddings, 16s.
You rocking the mic?
no, that's not for me. That's all him. He can hype
I've
everybody.
had it behind the set a couple of times.
Yeah?
Like, here, take over. I gotta pee. A couple of times, but no, she can do it. She can do something. She can mix. Like, she can go from another track to another track and have it be a smooth transition.
All right,
We made
important.
sure.
Yeah,
she
my
could do
DJs
that.
taught me how to transition
That's
to
important.
song for
Yeah,
them.
Definitely.
What would be your DJ name if you was a DJ full time?
DJ business. Word.
I like it. I like it.
I didn't even know that, but word up.
See, listen, that's what we do. This y'all can learn about each other, man. That's good though. And it looks like you guys have a lot of fun with what you're doing. And that's important. That's why I tell these guys always have the camera rolling, so we can get the behind the scenes shit. Because that's important. I like to have fun. You know what I mean? That's why we do this here. That's why everybody who comes here sits down all nervous, like, wonder if he gonna TMZ me. So I was on your Instagram, you know what I mean? Who this bitch putting hard eyes on your bitch? You know what I mean? I don't do that. I just like to, have fun, keep it light.
Absolutely.
That's why I recommend people, bring a bottle so they can
Loosen up.
Yeah, because people come in and be all uptight, you know what I mean? Be all nervous, like I'm about to, expose them or something. But that's good though. So let's talk about like some of the times where, what is some of the tribulations that you guys have like moving as a company, like doing events?
Definitely. I know you got a lot to say about that.
Nah, I mean,
like take me through some of the things that may happen, because there are people who are trying to do what you do. You know what I mean? Trying to maybe throw parties or trying to have models and or a magazine or something. What are some of the things you guys have came across that you may have had to overcome?
I would say that's something that probably everyone in the industry probably has to deal with it. So it's not like only us, but I'm pretty sure in different instances is like people's timeliness.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much like maybe if you're like, let's say if we're booking an artist or had something for them like a shoot or something, and like because sometimes artists aren't always organized. They're like, oh, I forgot. Oh, I fell asleep.
I felt that.
I do it. It's an interview based show, so when I be like, be here 8 or whatever, and they, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
So like you ready? You set everything up, and then like, oh, I'm sorry, my artist went to jail last night. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I was not expecting that.
This sounds.
We'll take the cameras to the county.
You gonna get this interview?
Yeah, tell them visitation rights.
You
You
gonna
gonna
get
make
this
this
interview
happen.
done today? Like,
I would do that. Face the camera. Put the phone on the camera on the mic and talk. We'll have an hour discussion for your whole visitation. But I understand.
Some things just happen with artists, and or people in general when you're just working with them. You just want to make sure, like, always follow up and always make sure that they're on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that you guys, whatever you guys are about to work on, like, you guys are having the same expectations. So that it goes out well.
yeah, that's definitely from the perspective of the magazine. Definitely from the entertainment perspective, throwing parties.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't know who's gonna come. You just is everything themed? Do we have the right theme? Do we pick the right date? Are we in competition with anybody? It's a lot of that,
Yeah.
And it just also like depending on who you're collaborating with, if
Yeah.
like they're reputable, if they're if they're really good at what they do, if they're gonna hold up their end, or we gotta carry it. So it's a lot. It's a lot. Everyday trials.
It's always difficult when you have somebody else. Like you have to work with somebody.
Yeah.
Because you can't move all the pieces to somebody else's like thing. So I get it. We did this thing in PA. We did this thing with Fabulous and a group that a friend of mine. And they part of their thing was they sell the tickets and they get to open up Fabulous, which is dope. I like that hustlers kind of like thing. But he was just telling me like working with these different artists is like everybody does a lot of talking. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people do a lot of walking, especially when it comes to the artists. Because being able to speak from artists, they think that like in their mind, like their world is it. You know what I mean? They don't really take into account like all the things that are gonna make them successful. They just think it's just the music. And now, granted, your music has to be good, but if you're late for these folks showcase, they're not gonna invite your ass back. I mean, I know I wouldn't. I'm not gonna pay you to perform if I know you late. You got the crowd all rambunctious. Now I gotta pay security extra because they had to choke slam a dude, kick him out. So I definitely get it. So who are some of the people that you guys have worked with? You know, now that we've talked about trials and tribulations, you know, start snitching.
Wait, what?
No, I'm just waiting.
Geez, since there's been this is our 23rd issue that's about to come out.
The magazine?
Yeah, it's about to be our
All
23rd.
right, real quick. How often does the magazine come out?
Bi-monthly.
Bi-monthly. And where can people get it?
Online, through our website as well as digital clouds, MadCloud, ISICU, Blurb.
Oh, I don't know shit about this.
Yeah, www.jerseyturnedupent.com.
Yeah.
Just the link will be right there.
Go to our website. We'll link you to everything
right
else.
there,
All right, and these are free?
Free is for the digital.
Okay, free for the digital.
And
How much?
Magazine, it depends. Like whatever quality you want, there's different site qualities that we have available for everybody. So they kind of pick your flavor.
All of them are affordable. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right, I like that. All right. So, and they'll get sent to your house?
Get sent right to your house.
All right.
Yeah.
So, do you guys send them? Or you guys have a team that packages them up and does
Yeah,
that?
you have a distributor.
Yeah, we have a distributor.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I have a little barcode on it. Very professional. I like it. But yeah, so I mean, some of the people you guys have worked with, like that you may have had in a magazine that you may have, done shows with.
Jesus.
Shout them out.
Yeah.
There's so many.
I mean, you don't gotta just the guys that stick. I know you're not gonna remember everybody.
No, one of our mains is Bebe B3. She was in our magazine twice, and because she had such a big come up since the first time she was in the magazine, we wanted to show her progression in it. Of course, as you see, Fuzz Rico on the cover of that.
That's him right here.
Yeah.
Now, what does he do?
She
she
makes music.
My bad, Fuzz.
She gonna love that.
Yeah, she gonna love that,
She
man.
gonna love that.
All right, bro, we gonna have you on the podcast. So she what?
She make music. She can rap, sing. She like a little R&B type of thing.
Okay.
She's dope.
She got joggers on too. I'm a joggers guy. So.
Wait, she's wavy.
Fuzz, holla at me.
Didn't I see we had Justine on the cover?
Yeah, Justina Valentine. Now she's on Wild and Out.
A word?
Yeah, we had her a
we
while
had her
ago.
a while ago in our magazine.
Oh shit, I know her. I don't know her, but I saw her. How they do the Wild Style shit?
Yeah,
like,
I think
She got bars.
Yeah.
Nah.
Right there.
Oh yeah, we showed the cover.
Yeah,
Right there,
I'm about to say white girl.
That was her. There's Brandon Korn. He produced Hold You Down. You know that song blew up over the summer with Chris Brown and DJ Khaled. He produced that and On Your Body, the entire Chinks project before he passed.
Damn, that's my shit.
Yeah.
That's my shit.
Yeah, that was B Korn in there.
That was my song. That was my summer shit. Like windows down.
That song was everything.
We had
RPG.
who else? We had Felly Fame.
Oh yeah,
Felly Fame. He's been in there. We had P Dice. P Dice was in it.
Okay, I know him.
Right before people.
Yeah.
And then who else? A couple people. Mike Hardy. Yeah, Mike Hardy in there. He made Shotgun Shorty. That joke was dope. That joke was dope. What else would you say?
Honestly, if you open it up, you see so many names.
So,
that's like.
so what makes you guys decide who to put on in the magazine?
I mean, we search.
Really?
We search and we also take inquiries. So we go. We do both. We divide it. We divide it in half. We do our research, and then we also take inquiries and see like who else, who really wants it. Who's really putting in work in Jersey.
Yeah.
Y'all want to be in a magazine though? See, pressing a mag, man. That's what's up. That's dope. So, what are some of the things like? Do you have like a featured like artist or a featured thing within the magazine? Like how like XXL does like the freshman cover or some shit like that. Do y'all have something like?
Yeah, usually the person that's on the front cover is a featured artist, and then you have like the rest of the artists that follow through. Like you have upcoming artists.
Yeah, we like label each section like upcoming producer,
Yeah,
upcoming singer, upcoming whatever the person is.
We used to have like out of state in your mind.
Yeah, out of state in your mind.
We have at least one person from out of state in every issue. So.
Oh, they come up here and do a photo shoot or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, they could either do that. They could do submission.
Oh, I'm about to bring my guys from Florida.
Yeah, bring them. Yeah, we submit. We do at least one of those artists outside of state every issue, just to kind of show love, like not just in Jersey, but we.
That's why I like being from a different state, but being up here, kind of intertwining the two. Because first time I took Jersey Club down there, they looked at me like, "What
is
this?"
Fuck?
Right. So I gave it to my boys at DJ, DJ Status, right, and he takes it. He's real country as fuck too. So he was like, "Man, this shit too fast." So I'm like, "Just listen to it, bro. Just listen to it." So he takes it and slows the shit down, right? Chopped and screwed shit. That's what he did, right? It sounded hard, and I'm like, "Yo, I don't want to take this back." And then people in Jersey like jumped me for disrespecting this. You know what I mean? But it was dope. So it's always interesting to kind of bridge the gap. You know what I mean? So I've been telling them like time and time again, like when y'all, because they have to come up here to do their press runs when they come out with projects. So I'm definitely gonna have people.
Link them up. Absolutely.
I'm definitely. I got your number now.
Yeah.
Hey, I got somebody for you. Don't mind the dreads and the goatee. He's really good. He's a really good guy. But that's dope though. That's the thing about like magazines, right? They connect so many different things, and I think it's a shame that our generation has kind of gotten away from it for a certain amount of time. It's starting to come back more now with like XXL. The Source is starting to like revamp, and then you guys have this, which is like pretty dope because this shows like people can be in the entertainment business and just don't have to be rappers. Because not everybody can rap or can sing or can DJ, you know what I mean, or can play video games, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are people who can edit this. You know what I mean? There are people who can write, you know what I mean? There are people who can, photograph these things. So that's pretty dope, man.
Yeah, we definitely give credit to everybody that like edits our magazine, and the table of contents that you'll see everybody that's worked on it, their hashtags, the @ names, you name. Like we give credit to everybody that develops our magazine.
That's big for me too. Like when I started working with these guys, they were like, "So who's gonna be this on?" I'm like, both of our things are gonna be on, like right, like both of our, because I want everybody to get that credit because that just makes everything more powerful, and it also makes people want to work with you again.
Absolutely.
Because if I do a bunch of this shit and it blows up and you don't give me my credit, I'm like, fuck you. You know what I mean? So I get it. So that's pretty dope. So when it comes to these things, right? Do you guys have a set team of like editors that you, or like, do you guys just work with your photographers, videographers, and things like that for this?
It's really now, like for the longest period of time, I was really designing everything and doing everything from scratch. Now Q, one of the graphic designers, videographers, photographers, he's a huge help. So we've been changing a lot of things in the newer issues. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah. Right. And then my mother is actually the editor as far as like
content
is on it.
Yeah,
okay.
it's very family based.
Magazine. That's the best way to be.
So yes, my mother's a teacher and a professor. So she be looking at these artists' bios like, what the fuck? Why you got these artists in here? Like they can't write their name half the time. Like it's very family based, very family oriented. So we're a unit.
That's good. That's what's up. I definitely my family a lot for feedback. Because they'll tell you not to give two shits about your feelings.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Sometimes
she be getting out. I was like, I don't know about this artist, but I'm gonna fix it. But I don't know.
I don't think he gonna make it.
I don't think he gonna make it too.
No, my grandma does that stuff too. Like who is this? Who is this fabulous guy? And why is his name spelt wrong? And I was like, what do you mean? His name not spelled wrong. She's like, yeah, fabulous is not FABOLO. It's LU. I'm like, oh shit. It don't matter, man. Shit, we did it. You know what I mean? But you definitely need that. So that's pretty dope. That you can just go to Mom Dukes and be like,
check
fix this illiteracy.
Yeah, definitely.
So I mean, all right. So let's talk about the Diamondz.
Hey.
Right?
Should we switch?
Yeah, should we switch?
Yeah. Hey,
let's get these diamonds
let's bring the diamonds. We have some diamonds in here.
Let's get these diamonds up.
All right, let's get the diamonds on the microphone.
Switch.
Come on, guys.
I mean, don't be shy.
Destiny's shy too.
All right, so Destiny, you guys speak into the mic, especially because you shy. So I know you're gonna be all. So make sure you lean in.
Oh yeah.
You ain't shy.
Good evening, ladies.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. How you doing?
Good.
All right, so what's your guys' names?
You guys already met me, so.
Yeah.
My name is Shantae.
My name is Destiny.
Speak into the mic so we can hear your name.
My name is Shantae.
Uh-huh.
My name is Destiny.
Okay. And we.
Guys, it's Maya.
All right, so yeah, let's take it from the top. How'd you guys get involved with these guys? How'd you get involved with the team? With Jersey Turned Up? How did that happen?
I've been with them for a few months.
Mm-hmm.
I think I seen it on Instagram. Like, I wanted to look for model management, and I seen B, and we've been kicking it since then. It's been real cool.
Destiny.
Okay.
Speak up.
I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I've been with them since I want to say the end of last year, probably around like October, November. I seen them pretty much on Instagram. The actual we are Jersey Diamondz.
Yeah.
So it was a couple times that I looked through the page and saw a couple things, and they pretty much had posted like a model casting. So emailed them. Yeah, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
So that's how I had emailed them a couple pictures, and then B had hit me up like, okay, well, we're going to schedule an interview. Be here at this time, this day.
Oh, they interviewed you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I forgot to say that was the interview
No, we
process.
good. They back there. They can't chime in. So, what happens on this interview? In the interview?
It's pretty casual. Like, it's nothing really, that much.
It's not like a group of people like.
It's like really one-on-one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty. Ask you a couple questions, see the things that you've done in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And, if you have problems with doing certain things, it's nudity and other stuff like that. And then just ask if you have a couple questions. And
Okay.
if they like you, then
Same thing. Like I said, it's like basically. I always come with questions, so I'm always gonna say that. But they answered everything off the back, just on that one-on-one interview off the first rip. So you always need that.
Definitely. So when it comes to signing contracts and all that stuff, is there if you don't want to do nudity, they take it out or they put it in, or how does that work?
You don't have to do it.
You don't have to do it?
It's all based on your comfortability as well. So it's like.
So if you I want to be naked.
Let it hang
That's
out.
fine.
Titty loose and all. Hey, listen, if that's what it is, that's what it is. Alright, but
I ain't no creep. They need to get their shots.
I was saying, but that's also where that creativity comes in at, and also brainstorming together, because then it's like your comfortability and where you're willing to draw the line, and they also know when to make you, listen, you don't want to do this, we don't have to do it. You do what you want to do at the end of the day, still comes out great. So it's you don't have to feel I gotta step it up in this sense where you don't feel comfortable. It's always gonna be in the lane that you feel comfortable and just grow from there. So,
gotcha. So have you guys done nudity shots?
Oh no.
I have.
No for me.
Ish, but my shoots though, they're nude, but the thing is actually shooting, I'm not completely nude until after the edits come. You're yo, she naked, and it's no, I really wasn't. Got the pasties.
So the angle is
it's how you got it. That's the thing too. It's how you work with it, play with it. So and of course, styling and everything, you gotta come, ready. Yeah. So you just be no pasties and all that. You just be out here? Listen, it'd be too cool.
No, I'm just because a lot of women want to model, right? And it comes to a point where there's a difference than some dude telling you to put a bagel on your head and take a picture on the roof. I know you. Pour this down. So it's important for you guys to say these things so that they can know the difference between actual professional expression. Yeah. And some dude just trying to get his rocks off. Right?
Yo, I actually have a crazy story I never told you guys, and this will actually. Wait, you just said that no, wait, this is weird. So, like you said, first started. So I was in that transition of when I was trying to leave my old management team and finding before I got with them. So they have different model casting calls. I will say this: any models out there, do not go on Indeed. Do not don't listen to nothing that Indeed got to say. Okay, basically, long story short, this guy said he needed a shoe model. Like shoes, high heels, okay? So from whatever the ad was posted on Indeed, it looked like it was clean cut. I bet. So it's I just need to take a couple of pictures, just of your feet and some heels. Send your, shoe size or whatever the case was. And I was I bet. So I send it, and the person sends me the whole treatment for the shoe, and I'm reading, and I'm yo, this sounds a little sus. So
wait. So what was in the treatment?
No, wait, right. So it's broken down by scene. So scene one is I'm standing on a box. with the heels on. And I'm like, yo, is this like the box? How high is this box? Like, I'm 5'2". Like, I'm short. I'm not afraid of heights, but that's so far way down. So, like, I need to know what's going on. And long story short, so the whoever it was sending out who he was the actual person for his business or whatever, sends me a video. Mm-hmm. Now, from the clip of the video, once you start playing it, the music is that like the porn music. I'm like, porn intro music. Yo, what is this? I said, and then it cuts into like 15 minutes, and all you see is the girl on the box in a like strip of heels, just moving her feet, and I'm like, okay, this look a little. It's the music that's throwing me off. So my boyfriend is like, yo, let's just Google this real quick. And why did we just Google foot fetish? Like literally just foot fetish. And that was the first video that popped up, but it was the whole video. My man's was nutting on her ankles.
Oh, what? That's crazy.
I immediately reported that to Indeed, like, you need to get this man, because he's only sending the first 15 seconds, so in that sense, you don't know what you get. And so had my boyfriend not suggested go type in foot fetish, I would have never seen the video. Would have been set up and went to the shoot. And then when I actually contacted him back, like, sir, why wouldn't you just tell me this was for porn or anything? Oh, the last girl I work with, she's big in the industry. You're getting paid like $5. I'm like, I don't care. That's not me. Like,
get off my ankles.
You know, like, get off my ankles. Like, no, like, I'm not with that. Like, I don't care. You know, and
that's weird.
In that sense, that's weird. So, you know, you see high heel. If I didn't keep going down the line, I would have never, like, you know, like, my man's, what is you doing with the lotion? Like, you feel me? It would have been bad. I probably would have stepped on his dick or something, like, you know what I'm just saying. So, yeah, in that situation, you gotta be careful because you don't know who's out there. And that's why it's good to have a team sometimes. Because they could call out those creeps like, yo, that's a dub. Yeah. Or even, like, just the other day, they post, B always sends out different things in the group chat. And come to find out that one of the guys actually follows me on Facebook. I don't really pay attention to my Facebook too much. Yeah. And I forgot who said in the group message, like, don't go to his shoes. He's a creep. He's a pedophile. And I'm like, look at that. I would have never known. So it's good to have, like, you know, especially with all the different, like, you know, all of us being so diverse and coming from different backgrounds. We know different people from different parts of Jersey. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you'll know who not to mess with and not to go to. Exactly. Yeah.
So you're originally from Ghana. Mm-hmm. By way of Patterson? Where are you from, this?
New Jersey.
What part?
East Orange.
Oh, East Orange. They wild out there. Hey, should I tell you, you're a Pattersonian?
Patterson.
Mm-hmm. All the Patterson people here.
They crazy out there too. Now, I got much love for Patterson. When I first moved up here, Patterson showed me a lot of love. Partly because they couldn't understand what I was saying at the time, but yeah, they held me down since I've, you know, been doing this, so that's what's up. Shouts out to Patterson and East Orange.
Indeed.
They crazy out there, you know what I mean? So, you said you have a boyfriend. Are you guys in relationships?
I am.
Do you have a boyfriend? Mm-hmm. You have a boyfriend? All right, so, girlfriend?
Not at the moment.
You gotta ask these days.
You
gotta ask.
Leave it to this.
That's the thing. Because if I don't ask, it's like, oh, why she just gotta have a boyfriend?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? You know, the feminist movement. Crazy out here. So how is it, right?
Oh shit.
No. Well, like, because now we're talking. Now we're talking more like into the, you know, reality of a profession. Right. So, what advice could you give? It's gonna be kind of hard to talk for your boyfriends, but what advice could you give, like, maybe other men who are dating like models? Because you gotta show body, you gotta risk getting your ankles nutted on. Like, it's a lot that you gotta, like, that a boyfriend has to, like, be for. You know what I'm saying? So, what are some things, like, that you could, like, you know, give as advice to people in relationships when your girlfriend or your boyfriend is a model?
I mean, how long have you, like, this? Okay, not saying like how long you've been with the person matters, but I think it also depends on how long you've been modeling. Yeah. Because, you know, for me, in my sense, like, I was doing this in college and stuff before I got with my current boyfriend, so it's like, I was going to do this regardless if I was with you or not. So it's either you might as well join the bandwagon, whether it's like, you met the person, you started doing it, you know, that's where you have to establish, like, are you comfortable with this, you know, because if it's the person dream, you can't shoot them down. Yeah, definitely. At the same time, too, you still have to find a way to be supportive, because you don't want to be that person who's like the Debbie Downer, or the person who kind of, you know, like in a relationship, you always want your, you know, significant other to always have your back no matter what, even, and then also give you critique. So it's like, it has to work, and you have to have that communication. So for me, you know, the first off the rip, I'm not gonna lie, he was not with the shits. Like, yo, who is this? Why? And I'm like, listen, like, you know, this is what I do, you know, this, that. And then slowly I would bring him to shoot, so he started to get comfortable.
I think that's important too.
Yeah, you know, like,
including
them also makes it comfortable, because then I did a video, and when the video came out, all you saw was just my ass all over the screen, and he like, yo, that's it? That's all you did? And I was like, it didn't, I'm like, it didn't look like that actually shooting. Like, so for that, I had to bring him so I could like show him, like, look, this is how it happens. It's just that when they cut it at the end, sometimes shit look crazy. Yeah, like,
so they gotta get the look they want.
You know, so you gotta see the vibe. Exactly. Now he sees like,
okay, but I see you work. And
and for me, it's like, I'm one of those girls where everyone says I'm blind to it. A guy could be flirting with me, and I'll be like, yo, what? And it's like, because I'm not looking for that too.
But that's
and
cool.
It's like,
you know, to be naive like that at times is okay.
Especially modeling, because you will have dudes coming at you left and right, especially when you're on set, like half naked, not even half naked, but depending on what you're doing and what the vibe of the shoot is. You're going to have guys drunk. Everybody's sitting there. They just see some booty, want to come touch up on you. Like, I'm slapping left and right. Like, I slapped a guy one time on set. Like, I'm not with that. Back up.
That shit like it hurt too. So what about you, Destiny? How long have you been, were you modeling before you got in a relationship?
Yeah, I've been it was like an on and off thing. Because it was like, it was like, how can I say this? I started modeling when I was in high school. I want to say my sophomore year. No, I'm sorry. So, I mean, I've been modeling for a minute now, on and off. But, I mean, it's pretty much what Maya said, to be honest. I feel like it takes more understanding than anything. You have to understand, well, okay, you are my significant other, but at the same time, this is what I want to do as a career for myself in the future. Yeah. So, I mean, I also take my boyfriend to some of my shoots, especially, I believe I did one shoot with a male model.
What you do with him? Oh my god!
Yeah, it was like
why?
No, because you shot with your boyfriend.
Oh no, that's not my boyfriend. Everybody thinks that's my boyfriend.
Really? Okay, scratch that.
That's not my boyfriend. Exactly.
To Destiny's boyfriend, we
I'm so sorry.
We out here, we're not trying to split nothing.
I'm just saying.
That's just chemistry. That's good chemistry.
Yeah.
That's what it takes. Like,
I had to make sure he was with me because one, you know, some females, they be like, you know what, he gay, so, you know, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, for the dudes to really understand, okay, well, my girlfriend, she's doing this with a gay man. So
I do think it's important to, like, take them along sometimes so they can see these kind of things.
Yeah.
I had to learn that with, like, dating in the past. Like, being so busy, if you just tell a person, like, I'm busy, I'm working, I'm doing this.
They don't
get it. And Instagram, you're surrounded by a bunch of girls. Or, like,
it looks different.
Like, a bunch of girls under your picture, like, oh, my God, I had such a great time with you last night. And I was like, but then when you bring them along, they're like, they see you work the room, they see these girls, they don't know this girl may be in charge of this, and you need to work with her. And so I get it. But that's pretty dope. Do your men, like, do they see you, like, on set and they, like, cheer you on and stuff?
Of course. Yes. Yeah? Mine definitely, well, my boyfriend's very, like, quiet into himself sometimes, but I'll see him in the corner, like, you know, like, yo, you can turn it up a notch. Like, like, you look like you sleeping. Like, what's going on? I'm like, damn.
We ain't out here for no reason.
Like, you know, so it's like, but then that's also for me because I'm so self-conscious. It's like, I don't want to be over the top because I'm also still trying to be respectable. Yeah. But that's when it's good to have them there because they're giving me the okay, like, yo, like, let loose. Crazy. Yeah, like you got to make it look good because right now you look like you got somebody looking at you. You know,
represent me too. Yeah,
exactly.
I got you. All right, same thing with you.
Same thing.
Yeah. All right. I don't know if I dated him, I'd be there with like signs and shit, like
don't touch her.
Like, go babe, now do your thing. Hey, she don't got enough clothes on. You know what I mean? I'd be out there going crazy. So that's what's up. You definitely got to support. But it goes both ways because I know men who model.
Yeah.
And you know, men who model are attractive. You know, you ladies are attractive. You look like models too, by the way, which is great.
Thank
you. So you see a lot of people with booking information that look like they need to be behind the camera and not in front of it. And that's just
You're
reality.
So brutal.
That's just the reality of the situation. But if I don't tell them that, if I don't tell him, if a person don't tell him that, then they're out here just wasting time.
That's true.
I mean, these cameras are not cheap. You know what I mean? The time is not. You can't get time back. So if you don't look right,
exactly, it's a waste. Yeah.
Hey, maybe you should think about directing or editing.
You know, yeah, and it's crazy because sometimes you gotta also like it's hard. Like you're saying, for me, it's hard because I know how to blow somebody on the low. Like, yeah, like I'll dead ass cut your ass and you won't even realize it until after the fact. But in the sense where you're so brutal and to the point with it. Like for me, I have friends who like want to model, and I'm like, yo, maybe you should try a different photographer. or maybe not. But no. Wait, no. On some true shit though. Think about it. Not like that. Like, I'm just saying.
Let's not blame it on us.
I'm just saying.
The photographer edited your face right. The light wasn't right.
Think about it, because some photographers are also still, starting off new, and you can't just work with it. So it's like, I won't just shut you down off the first. Like, yo, I think you should just try a different concept, or So in that sense, it's like I don't feel like like people are out here trying to get it every way. But you're right. It's not for everybody.
I mean, listen, we all beautiful to somebody, but
exactly.
we're not all beautiful to everybody. So,
yeah.
You know what I mean? If you don't need to be in front of the camera, if I tell you, then that's more time you got to find what you're really supposed to be doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you can be mad.
So I guess don't suggest.
Don't be out here suggesting other photographers. You putting these guys under the bus.
I'm sorry.
Hey, they're not doing anything.
First of all, I love all y'all.
So before we get out of here, let's talk to the ladies out there who are young or even older who are aspiring models. Like, what advice can you give them? If you could tell them one thing, what would it be? And Destiny, I'm gonna tell you right now, talking to the mic.
I'm so sorry.
We all on camera, like, just go ahead and talk, and I'll let you go when you finish.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I know.
Y'all really put me on blast. But one thing is not to compare yourself to other models, because sometimes I do that, which I know is not good, because if you're comparing yourself to the next person, you pretty much get discouraged or insecure about certain things. Like, it was a couple of times where I'm like, okay, she's a bomb model compared to me. Like, why am I even doing this? You know what I'm saying? And it's most definitely just to have confidence. Really, that's what modeling is, to have confidence in yourself. Okay. Exactly.
For me, I would say just to be careful and just always do your research, because you never like. Listen, about my first really, because like I said, I did this in college, and that was working with friends and helping them out with their clothing line and things like that. So that's different. When you actually get out here, you actually trying to work. It's like you really got to do your research, because you don't know who's trying to really jerk off to your foot, or just just take your money, or whatever the case is. So you have to be on it, always on it, and and at least I would say one thing though: always have one person that you really do trust to have, even as a team. Just have somebody in your corner who even when you you think this good, you can't always have that yes person. You have to have a no man. So it's always good to have that.
Yeah.
I would say if this is what you want to do, make sure you put your all into it, with everything in life. Just do it. Simple.
And don't become an Instagram model.
No,
for real.
No.
I know some people are confused, because my friend and I had a conversation about that, the difference between a regular model and trying to just be an Instagram model.
What's the difference? I know we long on time. What's the? I'm interested now. We right. Y'all good? Y'all good? All right, what's the difference? I want to know, because I be scrolling. I see booking information.
So basically,
I'm just an avid follower of these things, and I don't know the difference between an Instagram model.
People who basically know how to work Instagram, and you can tell first off their page, no, Instagram is your platform and your only platform. So I don't want to call nobody out, but is this girl I follow? Her name's Indy Marie.
Oh, I know.
She said,
I'm sorry, dude. I like your page. Your body's popping. You have a fat ass and a skinny waist. What's good? All right.
Next,
Mm-hmm.
you found 1,000 pages like that. Like, it's great content, but at the same time, too, it's like most dudes are gonna go straight to that. You know, like, and most bookings, like, they have up there gonna be like, yo, she's hot because, once again, you're not saying you're happy that ass is fat, that body looks good, and whatever, but you're not really looking at other content that's being posted and the creative behind it. So it's like, if you know, listen,
there's nothing wrong with
it's nothing wrong with it. I follow her too, because at the end of the day, it's like, I don't want to be that.
Yeah, I tell people this stuff. It's okay to follow these women.
No, it is.
Don't be in their DMs trying to take them out. But follow. Maybe like, listen, hey, ladies, listen. If you got a man and you see him under some Instagram model likes, leave him alone. Let him rock.
Exactly.
He's not bringing that girl home. No in hell he's gonna get that chick.
Exactly.
All right, she's eye candy. Right? You out here liking Michael B. Jordan. You know what I mean? Why can't like India Marie? What's her name?
India Marie, I think is her hashtag name. But you know, like what? But you know, like that's the difference. Whereas you see like actual us like models who trying to get different. We're all branching out into different things. So it's not just modeling with clothing. Where some of us are acting like doing skits, doing this. Like you know, it's a whole branch of things.
Oh, good, because we're gonna make movies soon.
So you know, like yeah, that's what I mean. So it's like,
put me in a movie as a DJ.
That'll be lit with your trash album. No, I'm kidding. But
she got jokes.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like in that aspect, that's the difference. So it's like they're just known on Instagram, and you could be like, "Yo, that's her." Where it's like, okay, what else has she done?
Yeah.
Or if she has done something, it's because it's been through that wide platform and those followings from Instagram. Whereas you got us, you could magazine. Left, right. We got DJs, we doing hosted. Like it's a brand of different things.
Okay.
So that's literally cut short. I mean, somebody else could have a different like definition behind that, but that for me, that's it.
Pretty much
summed
it.
up.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Just
like
as he liking it. That's pretty much it.
Just
Double
like
tap.
the strippers, you feel me? Like,
Listen. I like the Instagram models. You know what I mean? They fake.
I'm not knocking y'all hustle. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm gonna like it. I'm not gonna book you for anything. I don't need you. I just, I like.
Because you look good. And, that's literally Instagram model equals you look good.
Yeah. I got you. Right.
And yeah, you make me want to come on your page and just look at the fact that, like, I ain't gonna lie, her ass is fat, but still, that's all you got.
We all like fat asses, right? It's collective.
Clap to that. All right.
But that's what's up. I mean, so ladies, just don't be IG models, especially if you don't got a fat ass. You should probably model for real.
And network.
That's
all about networking.
Yes. Networking.
Everywhere you go,
no
do
disrespect
not
to
be
little
shy.
booties, because it's men out here who like little booties. Little booties matter.
Still matter.
Just not on Instagram. Just, if we're being honest. I mean,
I'm saying.
I mean, you got a little booty.
Kendrick said, "For real for me." Just saying,
Now, I'd rather a real little booty than like a fake big ass. Yeah, I take that any day. I love on your little booty rather than you have a silicone and all that shit. Shit is wild. It's crazy, man. They doing that shit these days. Don't y'all do that. All right, y'all stay natural.
Yeah, I'm saying.
All right, stay with the beauty. You know what I mean? The makeup is fine. Don't go injecting anything. Don't let them inject shit. All right.
That's the boot.
That's in the contract.
Right. All natural.
Any DR trips will get you fired.
Oh,
I got you.
These diamonds are real diamonds.
I like that.
Definitely.
I like that. All right. So before we get out of here, right? Let's do the whole rundown of social media, right? So where can people find you guys on social media? Let's do Instagram or whatever y'all want to do.
You guys can follow me, Maya Black. I am Maya Black, and then my Marlon profile page, which is Maya Black II. Check me out.
Like the letter I?
Yeah, like II. I used to go by Obey My Cake, but I had to get a little bit.
Obey My Cake.
Why do people always laugh when I say that? I was Obey My Cake for like 10 years,
yo.
Okay.
Like, had to
My
retire
king.
that name. So
Good job.
Right, I graduated.
Yeah, that's when you see like, you know what I'm saying, Shaquisha on the resume. I mean, I'm gonna put that over here. You know what I mean, wrong as that may be, that happens. So
that's like you just mature.
You know, it was
They
like
go,
the whole
they
thing.
my
Everybody
thing.
was like, no, you change your
that's when
name.
you make the crazy like aim name emails and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm
I
saying?
had to graduate from that. So
Yeah, like my kid. All right, Destiny, I'm gonna take it. Yours not as wild. Well, I'll give you a find you on social media.
I'm only on Instagram.
Okay,
So,
all right.
yeah.
You got time for Twitter.
It's at _ Hey I'm Des.
Hey, I'm Des.
Yeah, Hey, I'm Des.
DES.
Like Destiny, DES.
Okay. Some
yes.
people might put DEZ. You never know.
like Diamondz.
Yeah.
See?
Me. I'm on Instagram _ she's a Scorpio. With all S's. No Z.
Mm-hmm. She's a Scorpio. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
God.
We get Tyrese out here.
Oh.
Y'all want to give y'all stuff? Come to the mic. Y'all give y'all stuff before we get out of here.
Alright, guys, switch.
Alright. I'm gonna go behind Shy Destiny. Oh, you can know my bad.
Yeah, we're gonna let the photographers and the videographers get their stuff off too,
Y'all
so
down
that
there?
y'all don't gotta go on Indeed and get your ankles nutted on. You can be all. You can go to some professional
I guess I'm
photographers.
I guess I'm here then.
All right, yeah, we'll get Banks after.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so introduce yourself again, and then give your what you do real quick, and then your social media.
My name is Daniel. What I do, I'm a graphic designer and a photographer. So I'm like one of the mains to the madness, pretty much.
Got you.
And then well, I do videography sometimes. But my handle is Daniel Shawwell. That's SHAWELL. Daniel.
Shawwell,
So,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
So good.
All jump at once.
Yeah, right. Step to the mic.
Yeah, my name's Q. I'm a graphic designer, photographer, videographer, all of that good stuff. You know, just a creator in general. You can follow me at Mr_Giovanni. I mean, you can find out. You know how to spell Giovanni.
Yeah, I got you.
You spell it.
Mr. but like MR, like
Yeah.
not that.
Not Mister like
Yeah, that's so whack.
like slave owner Mister.
Yeah,
I got you.
I don't own
Slave owner,
nobody.
All right, B.
Oh man, just CEO, creator, CEO. That's about it. Jersey Queen 201 on Instagram or everything actually.
Jersey Queen 201.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Banks.
You can take my seat, man.
So I'm gonna be up front.
What we doing?
All right, so give your handles so people can follow you guys on and give the handle for the Jersey Turn. Yeah, everything. Just run down through.
You want me to do my phrase? You want me to do
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I want me to do it. Alright. Once again, it's your boy, Mr. Daniel Banks, aka DJ Fine CEO, JTUE. We are Jersey Magazine and Jersey Diamondz. You can follow me at Banks Flexin. That's BANKSFLEXIN. Make sure you follow all the social media pages. You got Jersey Turns Up ENT, We Are Jersey Magazine, and We Are Jersey Diamondz with a Z.
All right. Well, and on that note, well, thank y'all for joining us. Right, clap it up. It'll be the first. I'm gonna have to edit all that shit. It's all good. Yeah, thank you for joining us. I feel like this is the start of a very great relationship between what we're doing and what you guys are doing. It's definitely gonna be the last time you hear from us here at UpSouth Media and Focus Flat Production Platform Podcast and all the other bullshit I got going on. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Diamondz, for coming, shining through with us. B, Banks, you know what I'm saying, Daniel, Q, what's Q? All right, here we go. All right. Anybody else you want to shout out from the team before we get out of here?
Shout out all the Diamondz. All the rest of the Diamondz. I mean, that's a lot of them to name, so just make sure you follow We Are Jersey Diamondz, and you'll see them all up there.
All right.
And then I'm gonna shout out Lisa. Lisa's not here. She's the other partner.
Yeah, shout out Lisa.
All right,
shout out
Lisa.
At
What's
Magic.
up, what's up?
At
Oh,
Magic.
yeah,
Jake.
Yeah,
the magic.
Yeah.
So, how she spell it though?
MAJIQ. Come on,
Yeah,
man. Hey.
Magic
Man, no Lisas.
all the time.
It's not the logo.
I be forgetting. I just be like, nah.
I got you.
It is what it is.
All right, well, look, thanks for coming through, kicking it with us in the garage. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We try to make it look as professional as
Humble
possible.
beginnings.
You know, definitely. Apple started in the garage, so I feel good about what we're doing. But yeah, this has been another edition of the platform, and we out, bitches. Peace.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Cookin. Yeah. What? Show you how we doing, Brooklyn. Brooklyn. Yeah. Show you how we really cooking. Cooking. Show you how we doing, Brooklyn. Brooklyn. Yeah. Show you how we really cooking. Who hating on me? All I know is they all waiting on me. They was faking on me. I'm about to make it, hate to break it, homie. Whoa. You try to keep it on the low. Yeah, you mad cause everybody know. Never slick or slapping on my pimpin'. I been drippin', flippin', getting to this paper, getting high skyscrapers. OCHO wildin', ramen noodle diet, where I came from. Now I'm sippin' on this Fiji, give a fuck about a hater. Cookin', with my niggas out in Brooklyn. Wow. Lasagna flow. Real G's moving silence, ho. Going right, going right, going right. I be loving life, loving life, loving life. Going right, going right, going right. I be loving life, loving life, loving life. Hey, going right, going right, going right. I be loving life, loving life. Hey, hey, hey. Going right, going right, going right. I be loving life, loving life, loving life. Hey. Cookin', show you how we doing, Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn, show you how we really cookin'. Cookin', show you how we doing, Brooklyn. Brooklyn, show you how we really cookin'. Show you how we really cooking. Show you how we really cooking.